This is Nightline.
Tonight, Denise Richards, wild as ever. The Bond girl.
So isn't it time you unwrapped your present?
Oh, I think so.
And star of Wild Things, reinventing herself in a new reality show with her 3 daughters.
If someone wants to see my boobies and see me naked, I'm like, thank you.
Why the 54-year-old decided to join OnlyFans in solidarity with her daughter, Sammy.
When I saw how much backlash she was getting, I made a, offhanded comment like, well, maybe I'll just join it. And I said, I will.
And the one movie she doesn't want her daughters to see. Plus, Justin Bieber.
Something you should go and love yourself.
The Love Yourself singer's surprising statement, why he says he feels like a fraud. And The Rookie, catching up with its star, Nathan Fillion.
The doctors here are amazing. He's going to be okay.
His decades-long career from One Life to Live
I don't want you to be with any other man.
to TV's favorite crime sleuth in Castle.
Oh, all my fan mail is disturbing. It's an occupational hazard.
I love the job. It's been really kind to me.
His surprising new role and look in the upcoming Superman movie. Plus, Donatella stepping down as the creative force behind her family's fashion empire. What happens next at the House of Versace? Thanks for joining us. Tonight, Denise Richards has never shied away from the spotlight or the heat that comes with it. The actress and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum now taking control of her own narrative with a reality show that pulls the privacy curtain all the way back. Here's ABC's Stephanie Ramos.
Here we go.
Rebirth by reality TV.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Bombshell. Sex symbol. Hollywood it girl. Denise Richards is back.
You've been in this industry for 30 years.
Right.
Who's Denise Richards today?
Who am I?
Yeah.
I'm a mom, I'm a wife, a working mother. I feel very grateful and blessed that I've been able to work in this business for as long as I have. I've been very lucky.
Years after her very public divorce from ex Charlie Sheen, she now says she's remaking her image as herself in a new reality show, Denise Richards and Her Wild Things. And giving the world a new glimpse at her life beyond Hollywood, from her family
How are you?
to her famous friends.
Thank you. This is beautiful.
What you see is what you get with Denise. There's no I respect that.
That includes Camille Grammer-Meyer, known as a former Real Housewife of Beverly Hills. She's known Richards for years.
We were both married to award-winning TV actors. We have a lot of similar experiences in regards to going through very public divorces.
These days, 54-year-old Richards is happily married to husband Aaron Fipers. They've stayed in Los Angeles with her 3 daughters, Sammy, Lola, and Eloise. She's also cultivated a whole new fan base thanks to reality TV.
Don't do it anymore. Don't do it. I'm going to ask me.
Joining, leaving, then coming back to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And true to her dramatic roots,
Been an actress in this business for a long time.
her time on the series, something to remember.
I am Denise Richards, Kyle. I don't think these know.
Nowadays, she's navigating her identity as a loving mother, alongside the renaissance of her sexy image online, capturing it all in her new project, which also stars her daughters.
The older girls are now 19 and 20. After being in the shadow of their parents for their whole life, it seemed like a wonderful opportunity for them to have their own voice and be their own person.
One of the hot topics covered on the show, the OnlyFans controversy.
OnlyFans, please watch my new cooking show.
In 2022, she not only supported her teenage daughter joining OnlyFans, but then started her own account, sometimes posting explicit photos.
Good for her. You go, girl. And like she said, if somebody wants to see her boobies and she's comfortable doing it, go, do it. You be you.
When Sammy joined the platform, what was your reaction?
At first, I was supportive of her. I had wished that she perhaps didn't join. But then when I saw how much backlash she was getting, I actually posted something about it. And then I made a, offhanded comment like, well, maybe I'll just join it. And then I really thought about it and I said, I will.
She posted that decision on her Instagram, something she and Sammy talked about on camera.
At first, I was pissed that you made one, but
Why?
now I don't care. Because, Mom, that's like really annoying and weird. Then it switched from like Sammy Sheen starts OnlyFans to now Denise Richards joins daughter and starts OnlyFans, and then it was all about you.
I was like, I'm supporting my daughter.
You know how much I got made fun of?
No, I could see that would be really weird.
It's hard explaining that to friends.
I get it. You have a lot of explaining to do with your friends, with both your parents.
I really do.
I do think it's so wonderful that my daughter can be secure enough and just be herself and not worry about the judgment.
There has been some criticism. There was a moment on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when Erica Jane makes a dig about you and Sammy's OnlyFans. Do you remember that?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I just want to know who's more profitable, you or Sammy?
Got a low blow to bring up my daughter's OnlyFans right now.
Why is it, what did you think I was going to do? Come in here and not mention the OnlyFans?
I thought it was quite hypocritical of her because I remember watching an episode years ago where someone had brought up her son, who was an adult.
Don't ever talk about my kid again.
But she didn't talk about your kid. Shut the up.
And no one can talk about him, but you can talk about our children. So I just thought it was just a bit hypocritical of that.
Denise Richards is unapologetic. She is who she is. Like, hey, yeah, I did do this. Yeah, I am on OnlyFans with my daughter.
To understand Denise Richards' enduring appeal in 2025, you have to go back 3 decades to the 1990s. One of her first TV appearances, a quick spot on Saved by the Bell in 1991, alongside Mario Lopez's AC Slater.
She just moved to town and she's going to Bayside.
I'll love you first.
She would go on to make appearances on Married with Children, Doogie Howser MD, and Beverly Hills 90210.
I think it's time I met up with some of the new members of your family.
But it was the movies that cemented Richards' celebrity. In 1997, she took on the role of Carmen in Starship Troopers.
The situation is extremely hostile.
A movie that would go on to cult status over the years.
Jesus loves winners. That's why no matter what I do, I aim to win.
She also co-starred in Drop Dead Gorgeous, a star-studded mockumentary on beauty pageants.
I thought that was one of her best roles. She was a perfect I mean, it was great, and she was stunning.
Then there was her Bond girl, Dr. Christmas Jones, in The World Is Not Enough.
So isn't it time you unwrapped your present?
Oh, I think so.
But it was another role that shot her into another stratosphere of fame, starring opposite Neve Campbell and Matt Dillon in Wild Things.
Never let the sun go down on an argument.
I think she was sexy. She was a vixen, this, doe-eyed girl with beautiful eyes, huge boobs.
To this day, it's the one movie she does not want her kids to watch.
They obviously knew of Wild Things because some friends, some guy friends, told them, and I would not want them to watch the movie. When I did it, I didn't think, one day I'm gonna have kids. How am I gonna feel about that? Because I was a kid myself back then, pretty much. And I think, they don't want to see their mom like that.
Denise Richards is a woman who has kind of lived 9 lives in Hollywood. She has really held a place in just American pop culture for so long.
But for so long, Richards says she didn't feel like she had control of her own narrative.
I think women are finally getting the chance they didn't get before, which I love to see. I think that we didn't realize at the time the punishment they were going through.
She had had this storied career. She had had this really tumultuous personal roller coaster. And then we see her pop up on reality TV. And it's like, who are we gonna get?
Denise Richards, actress, reality star, mother. It's not a comeback. She's just a woman reclaiming her own story.
She's just always been around. But now we're seeing the Demi Moores, the Pamela Andersons of that generation sort of rise up. And I would be interested to see in the same way if she could do the same thing.
I like that we see an honesty, authenticness in this. And this journey we're gonna watch of her and her life with her 3 girls. I'm excited about it.
Our thanks to Stephanie. Denise Richards and Her Wild Things airs on Bravo on Tuesdays. And for much more of our interview with Denise, watch Impact by Nightline. Denise Richards, wilder than ever, now streaming on Hulu. When we come back, catching up with rookie star Nathan Fillion and Justin Bieber's surprising social media statement, why he says he's his own worst non-believer. Welcome back. Justin Bieber, the global pop star, making global headlines today with a startling statement. Even megawatt pop stars get imposter syndrome.
Tonight, superstar Justin Bieber back in the spotlight, making waves. But not for his music. The singer, known for wearing his emotions on his sleeve in songs like Love Yourself,
Something you should go and love yourself.
now sparking questions with a recent post on his Instagram stories. Bieber writing, "I personally have always felt unworthy, like I was a fraud," going on to say, "I definitely feel unequipped and unqualified most days."
Justin Bieber calling himself a fraud, most people who are aware of his story would at least understand where the sentiment would come from. You know, this is someone who fame came to him so quickly. And I think that's a lot to take on, especially when you're a little kid. And he's being very candid now that he is an adult. He probably feels like it's a safe space for him to really be vulnerable and authentic to his audience.
Bieber just one of several celebs to open up recently about feelings of self-doubt.
We've seen a number of celebrities recently, like Natasha Rothwell, Hoda Kotb, talk about having imposter syndrome, questioning, should they be in the position that they're in? And I think when you have someone who is very notable talking about imposter syndrome and feeling a little bit insecure about the space that they're in, it really humanizes them.
The singer's candid post is not the first to cause a stir. Just days earlier, he cryptically told followers, "We have nothing to prove today, just the gift of life today." Bieber, who just turned 31, has been largely out of the spotlight. He and his wife, model turned skincare maven Hailey, welcoming a son in August of last year.
The way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feel so holy, 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 holy.
The Holy Singer's fans eagerly hoping for new music. It's been 4 years since he released an album.
Justin Bieber is going through all of these new life changes. He's a dad. His life has changed significantly. And so some of that might show up in some of the new music eventually when we actually get it.
And we turn now to an actor who's far from a rookie, though he plays one on TV. Veteran actor Nathan Fillion started his career 3 decades ago and is consistently a fan favorite, with classics like Castle under his belt. He sat down with ABC's Rhiannon Nally.
We want to welcome to Nightline Nathan Fillion.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
It's so nice to have you here. Okay, I want to take it way back. You started your career back in the 90s.
Yes.
On ABC's soap opera, One Life to Live.
All right, I'm here, aren't I? Even though I'm not welcome.
You've done so much since then. And I read somewhere that even with all your experience, 30 plus years in the business, you still get a little nervous sometimes. Is that true?
Yes, I just get better at acting like I'm not. Like right now, I'm a bundle of nerves.
With me?
Just in general. There's a lot of cameras around. There's a lot of monitors. I don't know what's going on here.
Even on your show, The Rookie, where you're in your 7th season?
That's more home base for me. So I feel pretty comfortable there. You're more taking care of other people, making sure they're comfortable on your show.
That's your work family now.
I love the job. It's been really kind to me. The fact that people are actually watching, just icing on the cake.
Okay, so we're going to take a clip to show everyone.
Let's go.
Let's show it.
Hey, it's not great, but it's all they had. Kids are squared away. Lila's with Donovan. The boys are with their mom, and Leah can stay with Lopez as long as you need.
What do they know?
Nothing yet. That can wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
Your character, John Nolan, this is in the 7th season. Has he gotten the hang of it yet? Is he still a rookie?
Rookie, more of a metaphor at this point, because John has hit the reset button on his life. He was in his 40s, and he was looking for something that would fulfill him. So everything is kind of new for him at this point.
Do you think the audience really connects with John? Because a lot of people do start over in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond.
I certainly think that we can relate to the idea of change and dealing with change and the challenges that change brings.
Also, Richard Castle and Castle. A lot of people remember that show.
Nearly
That
a
ran
decade
for-
doing that, yes.
Wow, incredible.
Oh, all my fan mail is disturbing. It's an occupational hazard.
And also on Firefly, which
Yeah.
was a big role as well.
Half a season, and that show won't die 25 years later, thank
People
God.
still love that show.
Indeed.
You don't want to go down this road with me, boy.
And also, you have said that that was your favorite role you've ever had, but now this one is.
This job has supplanted that job as being my favorite job ever.
So it's really interesting because this show really shows first responders and cops and just their humanity and what they're forced to deal with every single day. You've even been mistaken for a cop?
That's happened. That's happened.
Tell
On
us
the
the
street.
story.
There's been a couple of times, and someone will look to you and say, "Yes, officer." And I think, why would they call me? Oh, that's right. I'm wearing the whole outfit.
Real life imitating art. You're also nerd royalty, can I call it that?
Yes, you can.
You're playing the Green Lantern. What a role in the DC's Superman revival that's coming out later this summer.
Yes, James Gunn has taken the reins of the DC universe. I am playing one of many Green Lanterns out there, probably the worst one. The biggest a-hole Green Lantern there is.
Well, there's been a lot of talk not only about his personality, but there's a certain haircut that has got the internet talking.
Guy Gardner proudly sports a bowl cut. He does that on purpose.
Mhm.
And there was talk of maybe trying out some other hairdos. I voted for the bowl cut. Now I've embraced it entirely. I'm trying to bring it back.
You're really funny. Is there?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I told you. Yeah, thank you.
Tell us about the Superman revival. What should people expect?
The Superman we've been sold so far, the whole concept, often we get the origin story, which I think we're all familiar with. What James Gunn is doing for us is suspending disbelief in the sense that, what if we lived in that world, the comic book world, where bank robbers have themes and giant robots exist, and those types of things are plaguing a city constantly, and they're just old hat for the citizens. That's the world he's introducing to us, a world of superheroes.
We can't wait to see it. Well, thank you so much for being here.
What a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yes, so nice. You can catch all new episodes of The Rookie Tuesdays on ABC and also streaming the next day on Hulu.
Our thanks to Rhiannon. When we come back, Donatella, the queen of Versace, taking a bow. And finally tonight, the matriarch of the House of Versace stepping down. Donatella Versace is far more than a fashion designer. She's part of pop culture. Penelope Cruz portraying her in American Crime Story.
And my brother is still alive as long as Versace is alive. I will not allow that man, that nobody, to kill my brother twice.
And her daring design of J-Lo's iconic green dress. But now the 69-year-old is stepping down as Versace's creative director after taking the reins when her beloved brother Gianni was murdered in 1997. She'll still be around, though, becoming a global ambassador for the high fashion brand. Ever tasteful. That's Nightline. You can watch all of our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.